Fam, what is up with the squad? It's your favorite auntie when Uncle Tendencies. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Y'all know what it is. I got RobDaMan Media. Mr. Shake My Hand. It's Hot Takes Wednesday.
What's happening?
What's happening? Y'all come on in. Pull in. Hit that like, hit that share. Five of y'all. Put that share in the chat so we know you pushed it out. Let them know we up here chatting. Right. What's the deal, man? Day after the Commissioner's Cup, no hoops today. Let's talk about it. What did you think about the game? First of all, how you doing today? How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. What's good?
Yeah, man. Happy Wednesday, man. Happy hump day. You know what I'm saying? Man, I hope everybody having a great day out there. But you know what I'm saying? Before we get this thing off, man, I need to know where everybody checking in from, man. Let us know where you checking in from. If you want to put your city, your state, or just your state. Let us know where you checking in from, man. We like to know what friend tell a friend, tell your cousin. Let your cousin know where you at in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So we know where we are. So, but no.
Yeah, we gonna be picking out places to pull up at too. So we want to know where y'all at. So we know where to be at.
But no, man, when I look at the game yesterday, it was kind of boring to me. It wasn't really it was like a snoozer. You know what I'm saying? It was a snoozer. Like, man, that game damn near put me to sleep. You know, when a lot of great basketball being played.
There's a lot of sloppy hoops.
Too many turnovers. And the thing about the turnovers it wasn't like it was creative turnover, like somebody just putting great ball pressure. It was just unforced turnovers. And those are the turnovers that can drive you up a wall. Like, man, god damn, like, can we go through a possession without turning the ball over? Like 4, 5, 6, 7 possessions, we going on this turnover. Like, one team turn it over, they get the ball, they turn it over. They get the ball, they turn it over. They just like, damn, is anybody gonna shoot the ball? Anybody? Like, but you know, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Indiana Fever. They won a cup. It's not the title, but y'all won a cup. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cup ain't the chip. Cup ain't the chip. You know cup ain't the chip.
Totally appreciate you.
Congratulations to the Indiana Fever. Congratulations to Leah Boston. Winning the Commissioner's Cup. Congratulations. Got that another one on your resume. Someone else put on your resume. I love that accomplishment. You know me, I don't feel like teams should really be in a push to win the Commissioner's Cup, but they say you win the cup, then the next year you win the chip. So we'll see how that goes. But
got some extra bread, though.
Tell y'all. Oh yeah, make some bread. Nice pickup. Listen, you put a trophy up there. You got some hardware. I don't know if you're getting any jewelry with it, but you got some hardware. What I'm gonna say though about it is, I agree with everything you said about the game. Snoozer. Tried to stay hard to watch. But what I noticed is that, and what I'm excited about was that the Fever actually played the best defense they played without Caitlin on the floor. Did you see the defense that the Fever played? See, that's what I want to talk about, the way the Fever playing basketball. See, I'm get on right too. See, the Fever playing better basketball without Caitlin on the floor. Ain't nobody talking about that part. But see, that's the part I'm going to go to.
I wonder why.
Because she's not a good defender. And so what I want to know is, now that you've seen this Indiana Fever team, Coach, how do you go back to that Indiana Fever team if defense wins basketball games? Let's talk about it.
It's about to come to an end. Because she's going to have to play. She's going to have to play.
Well, how much is she going to play? Are we going to see load management? Is she going to still play starter minutes? Will she start? I mean, let's talk about it.
Oh, she's definitely playing starter minutes. But it puts the pressure on them. So my thing of it is do you keep Ari McDonald if Caitlin Clark comes back and you activate her onto the roster?
How do you not?
Just saying. It's a question that got to be asked.
Okay. Well, before I answer that question, I don't know. How do you not? But I'm gonna ask you this question: do you win the Commissioner's Cup if Caitlin plays last night and Ari McDonald don't?
Does the game get rep differently if she plays last night?
Maybe.
I don't know.
You know me. You know I don't care about no ref.
Here's my biggest takeaway from last night, right? I feel like Caitlin Clark didn't play because she didn't want the pressure of losing, right? If she loses and have to take that heat in the media. So don't play.
Yeah,
so whatever happens.
If that's the thing, Rob, then you can't get up today and be like, oh, they sick because we won. We won? We oh, he's speaking French now.
Oui, Fifi.
Yeah, Fifi. No.
Yeah.
You didn't play.
Yeah, but she popping the most shit, but she ain't play.
Hey, popping the most shit. That's what I'm talking about. That one at the club started fighting in the car.
Can't respect it.
She in the car.
I can't respect the front runner, man. Pop that when you ain't winning. Let me know something.
So I don't know why this sparks wave Sims. We'll have to get into that. But if I'm a Fever fan and you put CC back out there, and we don't look like a Commissioner Cup winning team, I should be pissed off. See, here's the thing: you can't play her just because of the name. The chemistry look better.
Don't
the ball look better.
Now, it was
they play better. They play better off of each other, Coach. I'm just telling you what I saw. I don't have your coach's eyes, so you tell me. Tell me what I'm not seeing.
I wanted you to talk about the other point that we talked about last night. That you talked about last night that you ain't talking about right now. That was the point I want you to talk about.
Which one? That they gonna keep her out there and drop her in there so she can be the MVP? Which one you talking about?
No, the other one. What kind of players they using to make sure it look good? That's what can't look good no more.
They using all these black players out here. They're using all these young players. They all these players that they building this thing on. They had all of them out there, and then they threw Sophie out there for a little bit, and they threw Lexi out there. But if you go back and look at these last games, they look very different. They're more athletic.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Athletic, right?
I wonder why.
But we're not talking about that, and we're still celebrating Cece. Today we should have been up talking about Natasha Howard.
The MVP, right?
The Fever are better without CC. I agree, Farrell. Yeah, the MVP. Yeah, I agree, Farrell. You ain't gonna get no argument out of me. That's what I'm saying. They look like a better team out there.
They are a better team without CC, man. But it's okay. Hey, but listen, welcome in, Nations of Fever. Welcome in.
I'm not saying that like she don't play ever again. I'm just saying that I don't know that she's a starter on this team. So let me ask you this. Is it possible that Caitlin Clark is more of a specialist in this league than an all-around player? Somebody that's good in situations?
Like I always say with Caitlin Clark, this is my biggest thing. If you can allow her to play off the ball and be successful, you'll be fine.
Okay.
If you allow her to be on the ball, they won't win a championship. If she plays off the ball, they have a higher percentage of winning the championship than they do if she plays on the ball.
And then how do you use her on the other side of the ball to be successful?
I mean, she's gonna have to guard the third best person out there. That's what she's gonna have to do. The difference with having Ari McDonald is Ari McDonald can guard the ball, and she can still be the point in that situation. Versus Caitlin, she has to guard the third best player and try to be the point guard. So that's where the two differences is, right? We can create more pressure on the ball when we have Ari McDonald on the floor because now we have her and Lexi Hall together. So we're taking out the top two. Now that's allowing Mitchell to rest, so she should be better on offensive wise. And that's what you see with her is she's refreshed on offense because she don't have to guard the second best person. Now she gets to guard the third best person. So now how much pressure is she?
Was this better team conditions for Natasha Howard to perform in this game? Why did Natasha Howard look so much different in this game?
I mean, you don't have a ball dominant person in the game now. That's the real difference. So now that you don't have a ball dominant person in the game, now it's allowing you to be able to play your game, and that's always been her. The way she played last night is always who she's been in previous years. It's just now playing with a ball dominant guard, and you have to defer to that ball dominant guard for everything. Now you don't have to defer. Now you get to play with freedom of motion and allow you to do it. So now the biggest adjustment is how do you play when she's back in the game? Because now think about it like this, right? The person that's sacrificing the most without CC playing is AB offensive wise. Defensive wise, she's better. She's giving you more rebounds. Well, offensively wise, AB is the one suffering because the ball is popping more, right? When CC's in the game, AB benefits from it more because she's playing more of a pick and roll with just her. Now the ball is moving, the ball is popping when CC's starting the game. So there's a big difference.
I definitely feel like AB is the leader of this team. I would agree with that because they were triple and double teaming AB. Mitchell is the definition of a ball dominant guard.
Mitchell
So
give up.
Kelsey Mitchell.
All right, so how is Kelsey Mitchell a ball dominant guard when CC has the ball in her hand more than Mitchell does? And even last night, right, when she was struggling, she gave a rock up. She deferred to other people. So how is she a ball dominant guard when CC won't defer to other people? I'll wait. Now, if you want to say Mitchell was a ball dominant guard before CC got there, I give you that. But since CC been there, she has not been a ball dominant guard. She's been the one sacrificing her game plan off the ball and sacrificing shots and everything for CC.
Oh yeah, AB is considered the bigger threat between her and Natasha for sure. AB is the second best big in this league and the best healthy big in the league right now. True five. That's where I'm at. And look like she's trying to move to play a forward, but we're gonna see. So okay.
But they utilized her differently last night. They made her catch it on the wing and dribble and not post up. So they're trying to expand her game. So you gotta get credit what credit is due. But you know what I'm saying? AB's trying to expand her game, but also they're trying to expand her game. So we don't know what kind of moves they're trying to make, but I mean they are waiting on somebody to come. So we'll see if it happens.
Ain't that what you just said? She was a ball dominant guard before CC got there. And when CC got there, CC started dominating the ball and it got the ball out Mitchell's hands, and now she's scoring better. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she don't have to be a ball dominant guard.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark is the Fever best player when healthy. Aaliyah Boston is the best lead. Caitlin Clark is not the Fever's best player. Nation's a Fever. Not at all. She's not even a complete player. She doesn't play defense. We decided the Fever would be better if they cut CC, but the Fever, to me, the Fever looked better last night. So, like I said, to me, CC looked like she would be more of a situational, off the bench kind of player. That's just my opinion. Why do y'all think sports shows not talking much about the title game last night? Why aren't these games on TV?
That's a WNBA problem.
But that's because of the way the WNBA markets their product. Yeah. They built it around one center character, and when that main character isn't there, they didn't build anything else to sell. And so, fortunately, because they're leaving a lot of money on the floor.
And they're leaving a lot of money on the floor because they're not even putting it on national TV for everybody to watch it anyway. Which is I understand giving Amazon Prime certain games, but when you talk about your Commissioner's Cup, something that you want to celebrate in the season, in the moment, you put that on national TV so you can get the highest rating possible.
Oh, now we haters, Daniel. You ain't gotta tell us bad, just leave. You didn't tell us how when you came in.
What is the hate about?
But keep that same energy though, because you've been here before, Daniel. Keep that same energy.
I just don't understand what the hate about, right? You try to see somebody.
He hate that we not agreeing with him. He hate that we not glazing CC like he is. It's because the Commissioner Cup don't actually matter. Don't do that, Gamecock fam.
That's true. That's true. But you know,
don't do that. Don't do that, Gamecock.
The Commissioner's
coming in hot. Yeah, we saw what Dick Vitale said about jealous WNBA players and then former NBA players. Eaton Thomas checked him. I don't know if y'all. I didn't see his comments. I didn't see Thomas's comments. But as far as like Dick Vitale, you haven't been a part of WNBA, a part of really women's hoops at all. So speak on it now. Why? That's how I look at these folks. You ain't been here, so now you speaking on it like you're like an expert. And people biting on it, and people biting on it because they done heard your name, but they're not even checking the fact that you don't even really fuck with women's hoops. So I don't look for expertise from people who haven't been a real part of the product or the experience. W telling me that it don't matter by it being on Amazon. We're gonna see. I don't know what they're trying to prove with the streaming sites. I don't know. I think that the W, it should have just been on their platform.
What they're trying to prove is that, hey man, one person can sell it on a streaming service and another person can't. Right? That's what they were trying to sell. And then it backfired on them because the person they was trying to get to sell it ain't healthy. So the plan backfired on you. Instead of you just putting it on a national channel where everybody can watch the product to try to improve the league, we want to slow it down and micromanage this thing and put it into this box and hope that everybody buy the streaming service so we can make a little bit more revenue. Because guess what? If I could get somebody to buy Amazon to watch the game, I'm making profit right then and there versus waiting to see what the ratings are going to be. You're muted.
I think a lot of it too, though, Rob, is that younger people are not sitting at home watching regular TV. They streaming. They on the go. They're taking bite-sized bits of sporting events, and they're taking games in and highlights and engaging differently. And the WNBA is trying to kind of be front and center and trying to figure out how that works for their product. I don't know that they figured that out, but I'm actually glad that they just don't have it on ESPN. Because it's a lot of places where now we done cut the cable, so they can't just cut ESPN on. They can't just cut regular TV on. So it's a weird time in that they got to find a balance. But what I want them to do is put it on at a time for everybody to
Hey man, we gotta stop with the BS, man.
Oh, I see it now in the chat. It threw me off what I was about to say about the streaming sites.
Hey, Nation of Fever. What just happened when the Aces played the Fever?
Oh, the Aces got a special whistle.
What just happened?
Don't worry.
Oh man.
Don't worry. We're gonna play them again. We're gonna play them again tomorrow.
Hey, listen. I just because your Lord and Savior had a bad game, we had a whistle. Okay, all right. Hey, we played them on Thursday, right? We played them in a couple of days, right?
Bro, hey, serious Fever. Tell me a GOAT that don't have a championship, and tell me a GOAT that don't have a championship, and I'll let that go.
Hey, listen, we played them on Thursday, man. We here for it. I mean, if you want to pull up, you know what I'm saying? If you want to pull up, we
play them all. Yeah. Fever by 34. Man.
Hey man.
Let me ask you this. The last Fever game against Las Vegas, how did that go? Was it a close game? It was kind of close. I'm asking. I think it was close. The game before was Cece played because Cece didn't play the last game, right? How did that one go? I want to know the difference between was Cece on the floor against Vegas and when she's not on the floor against Vegas. When did the Fever look better against Vegas? I wonder. That's what I'm asking. Yeah, let me know.
Has Candy Clark ever beat the Aces?
No.
I was asking for a friend,
Is Ray Burrell back? Is Ray healthy and back? I don't know.
I don't know. They cut two people, so somebody back. I don't know who back, right? It could be Ray, it could be Cam. They just cut two people, so.
So here's the thing. The WNBA went through a whole lot of stuff in 30 plus years. Different ownership, different leaderships. When they first started, they were marketing all the players and they had everybody, they had arenas filled up. Then they had some behind the scenes. It's always been something with the WNBA and the way they market.
Hey, listen. I appreciate you for being honest, right? We haven't won against the Aces at all. I appreciate the honesty, right? I appreciate the honesty. Like, I appreciate it.
There we go. Well, Caitlin Clark won 2 Big Ten championships in college as well with the cup last night. Oh shit! I don't celebrate them. I don't celebrate them. I don't.
Hey man, has she won?
If you suit up, the SEC championship is nice, but that shit is just a stepping stone to where we trying to get to. The national championships is what we talking about. I ain't not talking about no big. Now, if you walk around, oh man, you might well you one step above celebrating participation trophies. Ain't nobody got no time for that shit. Did you throw a party about that Big Ten championship? Tell me about the parade about that Big Ten championship.
Hey man, we gotta stop it, man.
Not she did the Big Ten. You said she didn't play in the Big Ten and the Commissioner Cup. She didn't play in. You want me to give her some credit for that? Nations of Fever. When did you become a fan of the Fever? Not the Fever one, the equivalent of the WNBA equivalent of the Maui Invitational.
Hey, that's a good narrative. That's a good one. That's a good analogy. I like that one. The Maui Invitational. That's what they won.
The unrivaled championship is more respected than the Commissioner's Cup. I'll give you that. Last night they showed us great defense and Furious Fever. My point was that great defense came without Caitlin's ass on the floor. And if the Fever keep her off the floor and continue to play that type of great defense, they're gonna have a different type of success. And my point was they looked better last night without CC on the floor. And you disagree. That's all I said. They look better without CC.
Hey man, you can miss me with the loaded basketball team because LSU wasn't loaded.
Mary, let me address you. I'm bringing up CC name because CC had the nerve to sit at the fucking table and say that people were sick about the championship and she didn't play in it. And so I decided to have a fucking show about it. If that's not what you want to talk about, move around. But that's why we talking about CC. Those shows about her. If you're not here for that, move around. But I came up here to talk about that shit. A chip ain't a cup. A chip is a chip. A cup is a cup. So that's what I came up here to talk about. If it ain't for you, this might not be the show for you. All my shows ain't for everybody. If it ain't for you, move around. But that's why I'm pushing back on bullshit narratives today. She's still not a champ, and I came up here to say it. Now, what else? CC lit Liberty up before this. So what? She's still not a champion. Hood 6, still not a champion.
That's what was crazy about, like the craziness that she was talking about.
So now, Hood 6 want to be like, the participation trophy got a bigger check than the damn chip. So that make her a champion now? No, that just make her direct deposit bigger. It still don't make her a champion. Man. She just got a big direct deposit. That don't mean shit as far as championships go. Make it make sense.
Hey man, who do you respect more? Somebody with a championship or somebody with a cup trophy?
Man.
Like what? What are we talking about, man?
They just told you that they have more respect for the unrivaled championship than the Commissioner's Cup. It's a championship of a league. But Angel Reese don't get respect because of the unrivaled championship. Y'all got to remember that Angel Reese was in the championship commercial before the unrivaled one. Remember they put the crown on. Remember they did that champions commercial. Angel was in there. Camilla was in there. Oh, y'all might not have seen it because CC wasn't in there. You had to have a national championship to get in that one. She ain't got one. Big Ten championship don't count. Go ahead.
Who's bragging about Angel Reese winning the unrivaled trophy?
Oh, folks count. I was at Furious Fever said folks count the unrivaled championship. The Angel Reese didn't even play in.
No, we said what team won. We didn't say nothing about Angel Reese. That's just like. You brought Angel Reese into that. Like, anybody saying about that? But when you want to go out and pop it and talk it, like you was out there hooping, you weren't even out there.
See, Courtside Junkie, I don't know how long you've been here. We're not talking about whether or not a chip make you good. What we talking about is if a chip make you a GOAT. And that's my fucking point. They keep coming in here telling me that CC is a GOAT. Tell me a GOAT that ain't got a chip. GOATs have chips. It's a lot of good motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame. They ain't GOATs. But they ain't got no chip. GOATs have chips.
See,
real chips. That's my point. Now what?
Yeah, they trying to say she the GOAT. It's like she ain't want nothing to be the GOAT. Like
yeah, so that's my point. Yeah, here y'all come. You can't be a GOAT without a chip.
I love it, man.
Ain't got a chip. I love Allen Iverson. I love Allen Iverson. He's not a GOAT because he ain't got a chip. He one of my favorite guards. He ain't a GOAT though. He ain't got a chip. I love Drip. When it comes to as a player, she's not a GOAT. She don't have a chip. Love her. One of my favorite point guard. Can't call her a GOAT. She don't got a chip in that.
Listen, what?
I know that the game was about money. I get it. You get a cup and some money. I take that. But you're not gonna get up here and tell me you a GOAT now and you got a championship now. I ain't taking that. And that's what I've been seeing on the internet. So that's what I'm up addressing.
Nobody's hating on Cody Clark. See, the thing about this, y'all coming here with these crazy takes, and when
you still trying to figure out if CC is actually injured.
It's hate. It's not hate. We just throwing out the facts of it, but y'all don't have any factual data to show what she's done, what her resume is. That's the problem.
Here's the thing. J-Topia. Here's the thing, J-Topia. This is where you missed. This is where you missed it. You know when it became a requirement, when this community as a group decided what we were defining as a GOAT. If that don't work for you, move around. But as a community, we agree that a GOAT has to have a chip because that's what we agree on. If that's not your standards, move around because that means that we not your standard. But I don't have to meet your standard. Eagles, brother, they didn't win no championship. You can move around with that shit. They want a cup. That's not a championship.
Dang, the Lynx took their foot off the fever. Hey, man, listen.
I don't know. We could talk. We need to talk about the Lynx too. The Lynx, who are you? They couldn't make a shot last night.
Not a single player wants hard work over money. I bet it different. I don't know. Tell us what sport and how high you went in playing that sport. I'm interested. I don't know about it, but you ain't turned out.
Waterfall. Yeah, a goat must have a chip. A goat must have a chip. You got down right. No, she won't be a GOAT when she wins the chip. She can try to get into the conversation for a GOAT. The standard, you don't even qualify to be in the GOAT conversation until you got a chip. Then it comes down to how many chips you got. See, y'all keep trying to make her something that she hasn't earned. Ain't nobody said. I don't know if she'll be a GOAT. I don't see it in her game right now. I'm not saying that she can't work hard and develop into that, but I'm not gonna crown her something she ain't fucking earned. That's for sure. That's the same thing I'm fucking saying, courtside junkie, but you came here trying to check me about what the fuck I was talking about without understanding the whole fucking conversation. You came in half-cocked with your comment. I know she a sophomore. That's what the fuck I've been saying, and that's why my point to you was, I don't know if you've been here before or if you new here, but if you've been here, then you know the only thing that I've been saying is you got to earn that. And I'm not crowning nobody's shit that they ain't earned. And if you think I should, I'm probably not for you. No, her rookie year was not goated. People don't get goated in their rookie year. She didn't win a championship. No. Here's a rookie year that was goated. Because it seems like you motherfuckers don't understand basketball. Y'all don't know the history of the WNBA. How the fuck is she going to be the GOAT in the rookie year when we had a rookie come in this bitch and be rookie of the year and MVP at the same goddamn time? Fuck out of here. That's a goated rookie year. That's a GOAT in this league. That's Candace fucking Parker. How the fuck is she going to be a GOAT with some records broke? Fuck out of here. Y'all crazy as hell.
All right, so
I don't give a fuck about her being off from three. What I'm concerned about is that she's not a complete player.
Hey man, can we start with this? Because she hurt, that's why she missing from three. She missing from three because she can't shoot. That's kind of what it is, man. Hey, you're going to have bad games. You're going to go through spells where you can't hit shots. Every basketball player has done it. Don't try to blame it on injuries because it ain't injuries. Let's stop that, man.
Y'all come here with wild ass takes. Y'all come here like y'all got straight facts. No. How long you been watching the WNBA? If you just start watching the WNBA and you trying to tell, matter of fact, J-Topia, how long you been watching the WNBA? Y'all put in the chat. How long y'all been watching the WNBA?
I got a real question.
Matter of fact, I don't even want to know how long y'all been watching the WNBA. How long y'all been watching CC?
Hey, Cess, I got a real question. Does anybody truly know when she got hurt to say that's why she missed shots? Does anybody know? Anybody got any actual data to say, hey, she got hurt then, and that's why she missing shots?
Y'all be killing me with these wild ass takes. CC in a slump, it happens, no problem. She still don't play defense when she get out the slump. She lifted up that trophy with a groin injury, jumped around, hopped around, celebrated. You've been watching the Dub 2 years. Okay, Dub been around 28. So I want you to, we might need to start doing a WNBA history class. We might need to just start at year 1 and bring y'all up to through these 30 years so y'all can understand what it is. Yeah, I need your receipts. I don't need to see if you're a real fan. I need to see where your basketball IQ is at, because you came in here and asked me if CC's rookie year was goated, and now you acting offended that I asked you for your receipts for how long you've been watching basketball. If you didn't know that CC was a rookie year wasn't fucking goated, then yeah, I need some receipts on how long you've been watching. Yeah, I'm asking for receipts. You came in like this was C, and then so what you put was CC rookie year wasn't goated. I took that like you were saying, like CC year, like it wasn't, and then you came back and was like, I was genuinely asking a question. So yeah, now I'm genuinely asking you a question so I can see where does the education level need to start at. Kindergarten, WNBA, first grade, second. I'm trying to see where to start the lesson. Furious Fever. You ain't even watching basketball. You watching highlights and your favorite content creator.
All right. So Nation of Fever. Do you really truly believe that Katie Clark would have won Rookie of the Year if Angel was healthy?
Hey, 10 pound. Good.
She missed the last games to help her get the trophy.
Bro.
And guess what? Angel broke as many records as CC did. But y'all don't talk about that, right?
CC was the best rookie in her class than Angel Reese. And so what? So she won Rookie of the Year for that. That don't make you no fucking GOAT. That make you Rookie of the Year. They started watching the W last year. I can tell by some of these takes, Ken. I can tell. I can definitely tell. Yeah. No, what? No, here's the thing, Ryan. I didn't bring up the unrivaled championship. I didn't bring up the defensive player of the year. Yeah. I didn't bring up none of that. Y'all brought up Angel Reese. Somebody said the unrivaled championship was better than the Commissioner's Cup. I agree. It's a championship of the entire league at the end of the year championship. I give y'all that. I give y'all that. But I'm not counting any of those. Where Angel gets respect is at the national championship. When she beat CC. Angel didn't just get that respect. Angel got that respect before she even left college. She was a champ then. Okay, yeah. Let me know. Let me know, J-Topia. I'm here for it. England. Okay, I got you. Welcome. No, I appreciate that. And so you in the right place.
Education is education, baby.
Yeah, that's the thing. Didn't matter how good AR was. That's fair. Here you go. There we go. I know it was you, Commissioner. But y'all get so up in arms, bro. She just ain't. She okay. She didn't play last night.
Yeah.
Newest generation always in the rush to crown GOATs, icons, legends. They have no interest in watching the discussion, the journey. And that's the problem right there. Y'all so quick to crown somebody a GOAT. How?
It's hard, man. Listen, once you try to uplift and put a face and try to make somebody the face of the league, it's hard. It's hard to understand everything else that's going on in the league. Let them win something and build a resume before you try to push them as the face of the league. That's all I'm saying. Let them build some substance that can last for a long time, and you can have a real conversation, and we can look at resumes. But you ain't even got a resume to even state why this is.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Hit dog on holler for sure, Gamecocks. And that's the thing. That's the thing, Rob, right there. Build the resume. That's all we've been saying the whole time. I told y'all weeks ago, if you want me to make her a champ, to crown her as a GOAT, and she hasn't earned it yet, it'll never happen. I'm old school. I've been watching basketball too long. I've been living too long. Like I told y'all, Michael Jordan is my GOAT. Do you know what Michael got paid? After he proved himself.
Thanks.
Was his shoes popular? Yes. Were they calling him Air Jordan? Yes. Did he have a whole bunch of commercials going on? Yes. Before he won the championship, was he paid? No. No.
No, the viewership doesn't count.
Here's the thing. I don't care if a whole bunch of people show up and watch a train wreck too. Does that make it good TV? No. Just because a whole bunch of people show up to see it doesn't make it good.
You know what's crazy though? When the W already had high ratings before she came into the league,
they would tell you no.
But the answer is really yes, right?
Yeah.
So the league was already trending up, right? Before she got to the Final Four, before they started making her a thing in college, because a lot of y'all didn't even know who she was before her senior year until ESPN decided, hey man, let's do a feature on her because Paige is hurt.
Right.
So since Paige is hurt, we need a new face. Hey man, we're gonna take her face and we're gonna try to uplift her to be the god. So if y'all
watch college sports,
the league was already trending an upward projection before she even got there.
Not only that, but political Lil told y'all. I believe it was 4 or 5 years ago, the league had already told you that they were finna change the face of the league, and the faces that they were going with was HBL, Paige, and CC. And the reason that the reason that they keep bringing up Angel's name is because Angel lives rent free in their head. She pisses them off. They can't get up. They can't go a day without saying Angel's name. They can't go a day without saying Angel's name. She lives rent free in their head. If y'all go back, I told y'all, go back. I've been telling y'all this shit for a year. I got a video on my channel right now called "Y'all Forgot About Paige." They told y'all 600 days out of basketball is we got CC up here. Y'all see how Paige move in the league. Y'all see that Paige is a better all-around player. Y'all see it. And I ain't gonna say that you wouldn't know who CC was. I'm not even gonna say that, Danielle, because CC did win some co-awards with Paige that freshman year. And CC won the Staley Award that year.
They did not know who CC was until her senior year. I don't give a damn. Her junior.
No. I'm saying I'm not, maybe some of them wouldn't, but I'm saying those people who really follow basketball, I'm not gonna act like CC wasn't a multiple time Dawn Staley Award winner. I'm not gonna act like that. I'm not gonna act like she wasn't out there playing some basketball. But I need for y'all to quit fucking acting like she came in this thing to start. Paige came in this thing to Darwin. Paige, and really, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Paige, it wasn't even Paige's injury that really took them off of her. What pissed them off about Paige was that Paige went up in front of the mic on ESPN and said, "Love everybody. I have a black stepmother. She has a biracial brother. She said, give these black women their flowers. They deserve their respect." Go back and listen to the SB speech and see. Look at the timeline on how they moved off Paige. Look at it. And then y'all saying y'all didn't even know who she was till her junior year. Tell the truth. But y'all in here, it's people in here fighting like they've been watching Paige since she was in AAU and can't even name the team she was on. I couldn't. But he been watching her since she was in AAU. Hey, but y'all to get up here and talk about somebody hating. See, we not y'all ordinary ass content creators. We not just reading shit. We not just putting people up here to just be running their fucking mouth, really, really yapping. We bring people up here that are knowledgeable about the game, that have experience with the game, and speak from a basketball place.
You know this whole Angel Reese and CC thing been going on ever since they played for the EYBL championship, right? That's what really started the Angel versus CC whole situation. That's where it really started from. Was from the AAU Nike championship in AAU. That's where this whole
now you're going back in history.
But I was trying to hold off on where it really started from. But that's really where it started from. They were just hoping it was going to heat up in college, and it got to heat up in college junior year.
CC beat Paige in college win. Because Paige left college with a national championship.
CC,
are you talking about the game that came out to the
Paige
call?
didn't play? You talking about the game
Paige played? No, Paige played that game. That's the game you talking about? The call? Okay. I get you. Paige was Paige. CC trying to be Paige. That's what people don't understand. Paige been that. Let's not confuse what has to be earned and what CC has been given. Privilege. Thank you. Great way to put it. Legacy will work in restoration. I love it. You talking about the Aaliyah Edwards call? Yeah. That's one. How many times did Paige and CC meet in college? Do you remember? Because they played before that. So I think at best they may be 1-1 in college.
They are 1-1.
Paige knocked CC out the Sweet 16 one year. Thank you. Yeah. They're 1-1. So what are you talking about?
They had a triple double on them.
So I'm asking these questions. Yeah, these casual fans are aggravating. I can't talk with them no time.
But sometimes you gotta have a conversation with them so you can get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? So you can educate them, because a lot of times they don't have the educational piece. They just listen to their favorite content creator. They don't know nothing. They just telling them stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you come get educated over here. It's okay. It's all right. Sometimes that's what's the best for them. You know what I'm saying? Let's educate. I rather you be educated. You just keep throwing narratives out there, and you keep throwing it until somebody push back on it. And then when they state the facts, then you get quiet, right? Because soon when we start throwing facts, right, you see everybody got quiet, right?
Yeah,
that's what happens. So sometimes you just gotta educate people so they understand what the facts are, who these people are, and how long they've been watching before they get educated. How the thing really started.
You know what pissed me off? The same Google that they just went to use to check our facts, they could have used before they put that stupid shit in our chat.
Could have, but they didn't know no better.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't even know why Sabrina is catching strays. Nobody's talking about Sabrina. Sabrina didn't play last night. Nobody's even talking about Sabrina. And you can say that Sabrina is overrated or whatever. Sabrina's a champion. You can say whatever you want to say. Sabrina's a champion. She didn't help much in that game, but she helped along the way. I'm not a Sabrina Nescu fan, but she's a champion. And I respect the hell out of the fact that she shot the hell out that 3 ball. So I respect her game. Y'all can say Kelsey. Y'all can say Kelsey's overrated, but that's the record that CC broke. Y'all come in and say a lot of shit. You were surprised by how many Fever fans were honest about their disappointment in CC recent performance. Feels like those fans are open to seeing the truth. CC has real basketball fans. There are people here that are really here to watch and judge CC on basketball. The ones that I'm not here for are the ones that are here to push that bullshit narrative.
Hey man, I know you lying. The NCAA did not just do that.
What they do?
Hey, they just put in a one-time transfer portal rule that starts July 7th through August 5th for players to transfer.
Yeah, for basketball, right?
No, it's basketball and football. Oh no, any Division I athlete.
You know why? Who want to move?
Because of July 1st, you know what I'm saying? July 1st.
Yeah, but who want to move though? July 1st, and then who wanted to move?
Yeah, that's what I say. You know, I told you it's gonna be some type of.
So now, where Camille Pierre going? LS. You.
Hey man, listen, man.
I think she is up at LSU. Where do you think she end up?
I don't give a damn where she end up at, but that's wild right there. I'm talking about it wasn't even it wasn't even a transfer portal going on. We just gonna throw a transfer portal in here from July 7th to August 5th.
The lawyers was ready.
Oh,
revenue sharing. The revenue sharing. This where you think I'm going? I think she headed to LSU.
Oh man, that's
NILSU.
That's nasty work, man. Hey, listen.
Who else you think gonna jump in the portal? This
Hey,
gonna be fun.
check this out, right? Check this out. If you had a football program, right, official practice for some of these teams start July 26th. If you piss a player off in the first 45 days, they could just be up out of there and be at a new school August 5th. Some of what's happening.
Let's see.
Oh, this nasty work, dog.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. If that go through, if that go through,
it's approved. It's approved. It just got released right now. It's approved. That's why I just dropped it.
I'm interested to see who else jump in the portal.
No, that's nasty work, man. Like, hey, you could be at workouts. Hey, man, I don't like the way you working me out. I'm out of here.
I'm about to bust up.
July 7th to August 5th. Now you just had a whole new transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
This man, come on, dog.
Woo!
I'm
excited.
Like,
I'm excited.
Dog,
I'm excited, baby.
Hey, man, you're going to get somebody fired. You're going to get somebody fired for the season even started right now with the transfer portal, man. I don't like the situation I'm in. I done been through summer workouts. I don't think I'm going to be cut. I'm going to be fit. I can just bounce. Man, come on, dog. That's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy.
Woo! Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, Ray Buell's she's returning. Ray Buell's returning.
Please stop acting like people like CC is just getting crazy defense. Dean, go take a nap, bro. Let's go take a nap. You should be tired from all that bullshit you typing. Let's go lay down somewhere. For it.
Man, hey, that could just change some people's season.
Hell yeah. Oh, I know people nervous now. I know people nervous now, buddy.
So,
I love it.
So here's the thing: it's the issue. You issue a waiver to allow Division I athletes that program places them on a designated student athlete list to enter the transfer portal. So the school has to put you on a list, though. So if the school don't put a designated student athlete like you on a grandfather list because of the new roster limits, you can't go into the portal. But hey, it's some finesse finna go on. It's some finesse finna go on. There is no limit on how many athletes a school can designate as a DSA, which is a designated student athlete. Deadline to submit for the list is July 6th. So by July 6th, if you ain't submitted,
we don't know.
You can't
we
go.
We don't know, baby. Let's go.
So you got until July 6th to piss somebody off.
Oh yeah.
And if a school want to really get rid of you, they can just put you on the list and you up out of that thing. Oh, this is wild. This is wild.
Oh yeah, we yes.
This is crazy.
Just like that, baby. The portal is back. Let's go.
Man, listen, man. I got.
That's why she put that post. That's her post now makes way more sense. She had to know that it was coming because her post was like, "I'm outside chilling. I ain't here. I don't care. Y'all think I'm not finna play for a year?" And I kept asking y'all. I was like, "She gonna have to find a loophole." I don't know. The portal closed and boom, portal back open, baby. These lawyers is ready for this bullshit. These lawyers is ready for these lawyers ready for this bullshit. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. I can't wait to see how this thing shake out.
This is nasty work that's going. Like, you know how bad they just helped LSU out?
What? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Now ask me if I care.
I know we don't care. I know we don't care. But I
still don't care. And I still don't care.
Hey, listen. And the thing, what's crazy, right? Majority of the time, like when you get to the spring portal, right, you can't transfer to another SEC school, SEC. This don't say you can't transfer to another SEC school. It's all hands up. So what if you just got sent to a school, but you want to go to an SEC school? What you finna do?
Well, I mean, it don't matter in basketball. Lay went to an SEC school. That's only a football, right?
Yeah, I'm saying it's a football rule, but I'm just saying, like, what are you gonna do?
Football. Hey, listen, this is nasty work really for football. It's really nasty work for football because it's so close to like showtime. Basketball, you know.
Hey, listen, I knew something had to be coming because the BYU quarterback, right? He got dismissed for Dakota conducts. Now he get to do whatever he want to do now.
So what we're talking about to catch everybody up is Camille Pierre left the Vandy program, and we was all like, "Damn, that's weird. What happened with her? What's she gonna do? Is she gonna be sitting down for a year? What's gonna happen?" And it was like they'll have to try to find a loophole, and then boom, here's a loophole. It dropped today. Schools can designate them as a student athlete, put them on the list. Designated student athlete, and if you're on that list, then you can go back into the portal from July 6th to the 15th or something like that. Is that right?
It's July 7th through August 5th.
Okay, July 7th through August 5th.
So, but you have to be on a list by the 6th. So they have to submit you to the NCAA by the 6th for you to go into the portal. If your name is not on the list, you can't just come make up something to go into the portal, anything like that. So basically what it is you got to piss your program off so they can make you a designated student athlete so you can go into the portal. Because if they like you or they love you, you ain't going nowhere. They got to designate you, and there's no limit on how many players they can designate.
But Rob, go back to yesterday, which was Happy Revenue Sharing Day. How could that be factoring into this? I don't want to leave that part out because I don't know. Some people are just joining in. I just announced it in the. It changes everything. People know that the portal was open. So if you don't mind, just real quick, not this for the whole lot of time.
Everything about college football because now, I said college football, college sports. Now, college football, they go from 85 scholarships to 105 scholarships. Everybody got to be on scholarships. Mm-hmm. Like there is no if, ands, or but about it. Everybody has to be. If you want any piece of revenue sharing, you have to be on scholarship. So if you can't get on the football team, you better be on the basketball team. You better be on the track team. You better be on some type of team. Basketball went from 12 scholarships to 15 scholarships. So everybody has to be on scholarship. So even though there's no walk-ons no more, you have to be on scholarship. So even the last person on the bench, they got to be on scholarship. Your GPA kids got to be on scholarship. So there's a 15-man roster across the board, women's and men. There's 15. Baseball went to from like 11 scholarships to 27 scholarships. And there's more sports. Everybody grew upon scholarships because the schools are directly playing the players now.
Right. So it's the collectives, right? The collectives should have went away.
There's no collectives no more. That's the school is paying you. Like collectives is gone.
With the exception of Texas, because Texas put in a state law that says we're keeping the collectives around. Yeah. So we're watching that closely to see.
So they got double the money.
Every state is gonna have to do it.
Yeah, they got double the money, basically.
Now, can schools barter with each other for disgruntled players, kind of like trade players? Do you think we'll start seeing that? Like, you know,
everybody's a trade. No matter what school they go to, you trade the player. So, it's like,
but can a coach pick up and call another coach now and I'm gonna be like, Rob, look, now she play a little defense, she got a good 3, but it ain't working for me. You know, what you got over there for me?
I would say this though, people knew this was about to come out because there's lists that's already been made for certain schools. Most of the schools know who they're putting on the list so they can get the transfer portal. So with that being said, you're gonna see some real chaos gonna happen between July 7th and August 5th with players moving around. So if you see some players on the move, just know that their school wasn't too happy with them and they got the designated student athlete. And so they up out of that thing. So you got to listen, you can't go over 105 or you can't go over 15. You got to be at that number. So if you over scholarship, like some of these programs are over scholarship, you got to get rid of those players. They have to go on the list. You have to get out to your number of players. The NCAA ain't playing it. You will get sued. You will get fined.
So let me ask you a question. I want to understand something really, really quickly. If you're not sure, I want to know. Let me know. But the law came into effect today. Camille Pierre has already been dismissed from the program. How would she go on the list as a designated as a DSA now? Seems like she did.
They-
It seems like she should have hung around.
No, she gonna be on that list.
You think she on the list?
Yeah, she on the list. So just because it went into effect today, don't mean that she didn't already know about the list. Like the student athletes know about.
Here's the thing, though. But she's not a student at Vandy anymore, right? She's been dismissed from the program.
Just because she's dismissed, she's still designated as a student athlete. Student athlete, right? You're still a student.
Here's the thing, though.
You were an athlete.
So when you get dismissed from the program, you're not dismissed from the as well. We still expect you to go to school.
You have to think about it. She's technically still on scholarship. The scholarship ain't been termed yet.
And we know that why?
Because they once it hits June 1st and they start summer classes and she start going to that means she's enrolled for the summertime, right? Until the actual physical year start. So technically she's still a student athlete.
Okay.
Because they're paying her a stipend to be there. They're paying her any collectives. She's still getting that. So and she's still an athlete.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Because I thought dismiss meant like, hey, pack up your dorm room, buddy.
No, I mean, because you gotta think about it, right? You have your fall period, you have your spring period, and if you take summer classes, right, and they give you a stipend, you gotta have some type of scholarship to back up the stipend, or that's illegal.
Gotcha.
For her to keep getting her rent is whatever pay, because in that stipend, you know what I'm saying, she lives off campus, that's paying for her rent and all that stuff or whatever. If she's getting that, she's still quote unquote an athlete. That don't get cut off until you're no longer enrolled in the school. So
till her term is over. Okay, well that's good to know. She don't get just go out. I thought you had to pack up.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that get kicked off teams, but the school has to honor it until the end of the semester. Once the end of the semester, it's a wrap. But if you
back it up,
but if she's taking summer classes, well, until the summer semester ends, she's still unless
it's something like disciplinary or something like that, something crazy like that. You finish up your semester. Okay, good to know. Okay, yeah. I thought she was out of there. I said, damn, man, why she didn't? You should have hung around 72 hours, girl, and got on the list. But hopefully they'll put her on the list.
But it's up to the school, though. It's up to the school because if Vandy want to fuck her, they can. Because they have to put her. They have to put her on the list.
We don't want to think like that, though.
I'm just being honest. I gotta put the information out there, right?
Okay, so help me enlighten me. We don't know what happened to Pierre except that she left the Vandy program and now the transfer portal is open and we're trying to figure out if she's gonna be eligible to be on the list.
I don't see her not being on the list because I don't think Vandy is the BS.
What would be the benefit of a team being like, man, we ain't even gonna put you on the list just to be mean? It sounds like.
No, because you told me going to LSU, so I'm gonna stop that by any means.
You got ADR sitting up here. Don't be a hater.
It don't matter. If I don't want, listen. That's how I used to work in the old school days. When I was in college, man, they could block you if they feel like they don't want you to go to school. They can block whatever school you want to go to. We're not releasing you to go to that school. Pick another school. Like that's how I used to work. So. I don't now. Listen, right now these players got it. They got it good. I wish I had like that in college. You can block me from going to whatever school I want to go to because you upset, because you hurt, because your feelings hurt. Yeah, that's how it used to be. That used to be the rule, but it ain't the rule no more.
Wow. So do you really expect at this time for it to get real active, or will we just see a few players move?
No, it's got to get active because depending on the sport and depending on how are you over roster, you got to get active. Now, just think about it like this though. Even though it's a 15-man roster for basketball, that don't mean you got to keep. If you ain't happy with somebody that's on your roster, they ain't cutting out what you seen in some workouts. You can still put them on the list. That don't mean you got to stay. So here's the thing though.
I don't know, Rob. I'm thinking about this one. This nasty work right here. My mind thinking a lot of stuff right now. Who does this benefit? The school or the player? That's the part. That's the part I'm not getting. Who's benefiting from this? By this list? Because it seems like it's a lot up to the school.
I mean, how much is school value?
Okay. Do you think this? Do you think this? This one off is more about football or basketball?
More about football. This is more about football, to be honest with you, than basketball, because football is going to be the sport that's over scholarships that always trying to finesse the system. So it's more about football, why this portal is open more than anything else. And you have to understand that what the NCAA and why they cutting off the water hose at August 5th is because at least if they get you to August 5th to get to a new team, you got at least 3 weeks to practice with your team before the actual first game. Because technically you can start practice 40 days before your game. So within 40 days of your game, you can start practice. So if you get a kid in 30 days before the season starts, you got opportunity to get them according to the system, things like that. So it helps more football than anything else.
Is there a program you expect to get more active than any other in football right now?
I would say a majority of the SEC schools will have to cut players. Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, like your upper echelon schools, they're gonna have to cut people because they're well over the 105. They normally carry about 140 kids, 150 kids. To get down to 105, that means about 45 kids are gonna be on the list. At least 45 from those type of schools to get down to 105, unless they find a way to put another kid on a different roster, right? The basketball team, the track team. And the thing about that is, if you put them on another roster, they got to play at least one or two games on that team. So if you put them on a roster, they got to play against one or two teams. So we'll see. Yeah, those big time programs, they care about 140 people. The Alabamas, the Georgias, the Ohio States, Oregons, Penn States, Texas. Like they carry about 140 kids. All the SEC schools carry about 140 kids. So you're gonna see them get active.
So
it's just a trickle down effect. So here's the thing, though, right?
But okay, is there some place for them to go?
All these kids can't go to another P4 because they're at the end of the day, there's 105 roster spots. So it's going to be a trickle down effect where these kids are going to go to like group of 5 schools and under. So a lot of those kids can be practice squad, but you know what? A lot of those kids are high school kids that they trying to develop, that they truly trying to develop. So now those kids have to either go to another P4 school, which now the other P4 schools, they're going to take the bottom 20% of their roster and they're going to push them down to the group of 5 into FCS. That's what's going to happen.
What's the money difference? What's the money difference between?
It's a big money difference.
Practice squad and.
Well, no, I mean, as far as there's not a big difference at a P4 money wise, but when you're talking about like the group of 4 to the group of, to the P4 versus the group of 4, the group of 5, there's a big difference. Money wise, how much the school can have an NIL money, that's a big difference.
No, I'm talking about just between a practice squad player and a regular player.
It's just a matter of
does the practice squad player still get the room, the board, the stipend, and all that?
Yeah, they get all that. Okay. Now, the difference is how much playing time. That's really it. It's just playing time, and then who gets in trouble, right? So say you got 140 kids on your roster, only 65 of those kids get to travel.
So you gotta be like 1, 2, 3. Gotta be high up on the depth chart.
Yeah. So if you're not in your top 3 of your position, you ain't traveling anyway. So you just on the roster regardless of the fact. So that's the thing. That's the thing about it. So when you look at it from the football standpoint of it is, they might take that number to like 75 kids can travel, and the other 30 stays at the crib. But the roster size of how many kids actually traveling to road games, because that's why you'll notice like at home on home games, you'll see that the sideline be packed, everybody dress up. Then you go to the road and it's like, damn, they look small as hell, because it's only so many amount of people that can go on road games versus being at home games.
Gotcha. We'll definitely be keeping our eye on that. See if anything starts shaking. From a basketball perspective.
Yeah, you might see some interesting people hit the portal in basketball. You might see a couple names, but it ain't gonna be nothing like super major unless somebody got pissed. Unless somebody gets pissed off
I see you saying did Ohio State backup that made millions though? I thought they offered a starting quarterback somewhere between 5 or 8 million. So I'm sure backups is making millions. Like,
I mean, so here's the thing: all that's out the window now because you can't offer that for like straight like what your salary. Pretty much everything's a salary now. Everybody got a salary on the roster. So I don't care how you want to look at it. With the when you look at the revenue sharing, everybody has a salary. How much your salary worth? That depends on the school, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody got a salary on the roster, and now you can make some extra money from your NIL, right? From your name, image, likeness. That's your side hustle. That's where your extra benefit come in. But as far as your extra roster spot and what the school is paying you, everybody got a salary. Everybody. All the players, all the coaches, anybody that's in the building that's affiliated to the school got a salary. Now, don't piss the school off because you got a salary because they have the right to cut you because they paying you.
That's what you signed up for.
This is what you wanted, right? Now it's a job for real.
Well, we back on breaking news. What y'all think of Mike Brown being the next Knicks coach?
I mean, I don't think he should have got fired in Sacramento. It's good to see he got another opportunity. It's good to see another black head coach. But I mean, I really don't expect nothing from the Knicks. So,
and that's the thing. It's the Knicks. It's like,
I mean, what else?
I'm glad it's like you. I'm glad he's working, but I don't expect the organization to do much. That's it ain't even Mike. It's the organization.
What Mike Brown team has he led? You know what I'm saying? For a chip, won that thing.
Mike didn't win one with LeBron.
They can get you to the conference finals.
Mike, I thought Mike won one with Bron.
With what Bron? LeBron? Nah. That was Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue was the head coach in Cleveland.
Maybe he was assistant coach. with that squad.
Yeah. Tyronn Lue was a head coach Mike Brown was assistant coach in Golden State with KD now.
Mike Brown got fired from the Lakers too when LeBron was there.
Yeah, and he didn't win one there either.
But he got fired from Cleveland too. Didn't he win one in Cleveland with LeBron as assistant?
No, Ty Lue won that. Mike Brown won it.
That's how I thought he got to the Lakers. I thought he won as an assistant with LeBron and then was picked as a head coach for the Lakers with LeBron.
No, he's always a good assistant. He's just never been a good head coach. Well, I mean, I can't say he's never been a good head coach. He always has a winning record as a head coach, but he can only get you so far. And then you have to bring somebody in.
Oh, well.
Too
bad, Mike.
Oh, no. He definitely took him to the finals, but LeBron carried him to the finals with that team. That was a terrible team that LeBron carried to the finals against the Spurs, and the Spurs spanked them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't count middle of the season chips. I don't give out chips in the middle of the season. I'm gonna crown you the champ before the season over. I don't know about that.
Hey, listen, that Spurs team took him behind the shutter and gave him a good little whooping. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I mean,
Mike,
he won one as assistant, not just one as the head man. That's all I can say.
I know he got one with the Warriors. I just thought he had got one with Bron too.
Just for assistant, but it's okay. I mean, it's what it is. It's a good hire for what.
I mean, I ain't buying it. It's a job.
It's a good hire.
I ain't mad at him. Shit, he watches some good basketball, getting paid. Man, do what you do, Mike.
But listen, you could say that Cleveland team was ass, but at the end of the day, he got them there. As much talent as they had, all they had was LeBron and some not so good players. He got them there. So you gotta get credit what credit due. He's done more. He's had more success with less players than a lot of people had with more players.
Oh man,
You can't debate that.
But if he's only had great success as an assistant and he keeps getting fired as a head coach, why bring him back? Why bring him in as a head coach?
But I mean, but here's the thing though. When you took that 2017 that Cavaliers with that type of roster that he's a defensive coach. Don't get me wrong, he's defensive. Okay. He struggles with the offensive side. But if he can get a team to the finals with just LeBron and a bunch of nobodies, I'm talking about you couldn't name nobody else on that roster.
Mm-hmm.
What else can you ask for? And then I'm giving you
Here's
three superstars, and you can't even get out the first round.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I don't know what you keep hiring him for a head coach. He's an assistant coach. He's a great assistant coach. So now y'all expect him to take the New York Knicks to the finals and win it now?
He can get them to the conference finals for sure. Now can he get them over the hump? I can name.
It's not that I don't like Mike Brown. I like Mike Brown, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying he's had to.
I'm glad that they announced it so people can stop asking me what I thought about Dawn Staley being the New York Knicks coach. Yeah. That's what made me happiest today is that they finally announced it so I can stop telling people that she ain't gonna be the coach of the Knicks. I don't expect great things.
I can't say that he's been a bad head coach because he's had a lot of 50-win seasons. He just always gets the short string that some coaches don't get. That's the problem, right? You can do your job and get 60 wins and get fired tomorrow, but then somebody keep getting 30 wins and they keep bringing them back every year. So how much can you blame it on him when it's organizations that's out here doing stuff like that?
I'm gonna say under. I don't got it. If he don't, here's the thing: the New York Knicks was almost at orange and blue skies this season. If he don't win it next season, his ass is out of there. They're not finna give Mike Brown a whole lot of time. Man, okay.
All right, so check this out, right?
Here's the thing: I don't need to see you get fired 4 times doing the same shit to know that I don't need to hire you to do that. I'm not gonna have you keep coming trying to listen. If you came and cut my grass really, really good 4 times. And then you painted 4 houses and fucked them up. I'm not gonna hire you to paint my house. I'm only gonna hire you to cut my grass. You are a great assistant coach. So I'm not hiring you. Here's the thing. I don't want a 60 win season. I want a championship. So if that's all you can do as a head coach, hey, keep that paint job, cut the grass.
All right. So my thing of this is right. You got Tom Thibodeau 5 years. Why Mike Brown get 2?
We know why he only gets 2 because he's black. Tom Thibodeau should have been fired too.
I'm just asking.
I'm okay. I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna keep it real. But at the same time, though, Mike, you're not gonna just keep going everywhere and being the one black head coach they hire and keep getting fired. Man, hire another black coach because he also then becomes the precedent. I don't know if we can hire another black coach because look what Mike keep doing. So give another black coach a chance. Stop giving him the chance. Then that's what I'm saying. I lost you. All right. Y'all put a 3 in the chat if y'all can hear Rod. I can't hear him.
You hear me?
I got you now.
All right. So my thing of it is, right, you had Tom Thibodeau, that's his defensive minded coach. You just brought in Mike Brown as a defensive coach. What kind of like what did they get you last time?
Oh, so you said just get an offensive type coach. I got you.
I just think of mine, right? Normally when you fire a defensive coach, what do you go hire?
So let me ask you this. Is that why you think he's not successful? Because he's a defensive minded coach? So he doesn't have enough offense to.
But you gotta have enough offense to get you over the hump.
So he can't come up with the offense to get over the hump. Okay.
Correct. Unless he has an offensive coordinator. That's the biggest thing. He's never coordinator. He's always hired a bunch of defensive coaches. So if you're gonna keep hiring defensive coaches to go with you, guess what? The defense is gonna look immaculate.
But if you can't score, what does it matter?
Well,
And so
probably, this is probably why he fails.
So when you talk about the LeBron teams where he won 60 games plus in years, and he took a team with nothing, he had a bunch of defensive players. It looked like AI with this when he went to the finals versus the Lakers. The only difference was LeBron didn't win a game. That's the only difference. But took a bunch of defensive players to the championship and couldn't score because LeBron could only score so much.
So four times he had a chance to hire a good offensive assistant, and he didn't. He only take 3 times to strike out. I'm still moving off Mike.
Well, here's the thing though. In Sacramento, he actually hired an offensive person. They just got they just a bad organization. They just got rid of him for no reason. Because it wasn't nothing wrong with the team. Listen, they fired him. He was winning in the middle of the season. They fired him. And guess what they did? They ended up with a losing season. Mm-hmm. So that was more on the organization. Yeah, that was more on the organization. No, that's all it was. So I can't blame Mike Brown for the last situation he was in when he went and fixed the problem. Like, hey man, I know I gotta give me off. Listen, he learned from being in Golden State and helping them win a championship, being a leader of their defense, understand, hey man, if I go get me another offensive coordinator, I can go do some work, right? So then you go to Sacramento, you take a De'Aaron Fox in that roster and you build them up, and then they turn around and fire you, and you still got a winning season going on. And you gave them the most wins, got them back into the playoffs, and something they ain't did in a long and 15 plus years. And then they turn around and fire you. But you had all these losing coaches ahead of him that couldn't get the job done, couldn't even get you to the playoffs. But he gets you to the playoffs and win the coach of the year, and then you turn around and fire him, and he's having a winning season. And then you bottom out. And then you fire, and then you trade your best player away.
But here's the thing though, Rob. He had a winning season. But you also told me that he doesn't have enough offense to get me over the hump. I'm supposed to just keep being loyal?
But he went and hired an offensive-minded staff at Sacramento to help him.
And they said they fired him. Why? Because he underperformed?
They fired him just to fire him. Like, they didn't really have no reason to fire him. They just fired him. The man just won coach of the year, dog. Like, you just fired him just to fire him. Then you trade away De'Aaron Fox.
I don't know. To me, the way they moved and the interview that they gave about why he was there, said it was something more internal.
Well, they can say whatever they want, but that's what they want to
go. So I would be interested. Yeah. If Kennedy Carter been the 4 spots being a morale killer, why should she get another chance? Who said? Tell me 4 places that she wouldn't kill morale. See, y'all come here with these. You thought that was really. I know. I see you was probably smiling when you wrote that. Like, yeah, I got Cess with this, and you put the little smiley face at the end, right? Now you gonna tell me she been in 4 spots killing morale? Who said? Because other than at the WNBA, every other spot that Kennedy been in, she been a winner, an MVP, champion. So. Tell me about all these places she's been, because see, you talking about 4 places within the WNBA where they pushing a bullshit narrative on her. But if you look at the WNBA and you look at China and you look at Mexico, tell me about the 4 places she went and killed the morale. Because all I see her doing is winning everywhere else that she done been. I know you thought it was really cute when you typed that shit up. You was like, ha, I can't wait. This one, wait till she read this one. Ha. You put the little smiley face at the end, like, look at me. Yeah, look at you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And you go name them teams in the WNBA. And I'm gonna say to y'all again, the WNBA has put a target on Kennedy. Now I'm asking y'all, WNBA, China, Mexico. Mexico, she's a champion. China, she's an MVP. WNBA, y'all act like she's some kind of pariah. Two places she's uberly successful. 1 place she's not. And I'm supposed to believe that the 1 place she's not is who she is. The narrative that they're pushing, fuck out of here with that.
How about the narrative they pushing with the players they got in the league right now?
Fuck out of here with that. I ain't going for it.
Hey, man, that's wild.
No, see, here's the thing. Kennedy ain't. And the other thing about it is that y'all say Kennedy, she did this, Atlanta, the Sparks, Vegas, right? And
I don't even remember her time in Vegas.
Here's the thing, but then Kennedy had to go. So Kennedy basically got put out of the league. Kennedy had to go serve her time. And then Kennedy came back and was in Chicago. Only thing that y'all can tell me about is a hip check that they didn't like in Chicago. You can't tell me about her being a morale killer, because all of the narratives that they pushed about her being a morale killer, people came out and said that shit wasn't the truth. But again, I say, if you're going to tell me about the WNBA, you can't tell me about the WNBA without talking to me about China and without talking to me about Mexico. See, it's not the same difference. But again, there you go. Type, spoiled again. Move around. Next.
I don't even remember her time in Vegas. I'm being honest. I don't even remember her time in Vegas.
Kill me with these narratives, bro.
Hey, man, I love the narratives, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? Put us back on the facts. What we doing?
She was a killer at A&M.
Shit. And she went at Texas A&M, shit, they would have died. Like, if they didn't have her, they would have died. Boy, what?
Man.
At Texas A&M? Come on now. We got to stop that.
Kennedy's contract was up. They didn't sign a new contract with her. I don't know. She didn't say. They didn't say.
But they also didn't sign a lot of contracts with nobody either. Hey, but listen.
Tell me about the smart the smart personnel decisions you've seen this guy make.
What we doing? We watching America Cup?
Yeah, I'm about to be on this America Cup. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, that thing started 7 minutes.
Yeah. So we getting ready to watch this America Cup, y'all. If you in the living room, pull up. We'll be back to Kennedy, a legend, was kicking garbage cans in the post game pressers.
Mm-hmm. She hurt my feelings.
So America Cup, get ready. Come on, y'all. We got. Where can you watch it? If you got courtside 1891,
it's free.
I believe you can watch it in the app.
Yeah, it's free.
We are playing Mexico. If you got keys to the mansion, pull up. It'll be on in the living room.
Yeah.
Be back at some point to talk some hoops with y'all. Definitely got at 5:30. 5:30, we got the Poly Sports Tee coming up.
Courtside 1891.
1891. If you got
it is free.
Check it out. It's free in the app. I don't know how y'all can't find it. Rob keep telling y'all it's free in the app. But pull up. Rob, what you got before you get ready to get out?
You have to create an account. That's why. If you don't create an account, it's gonna tell you how to pay. As long as you create an account, it's free to watch USA basketball. So, and watch some hoops.
What you got going on the rest of the day?
Watch some hoops, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too much.
No WNBA hoops on today. We're gonna watch USA and Mexico here in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna be back at some point to just do
Brazil plays today too. No, Brazil already played triple. He already played, didn't they?
So we appreciate y'all pulling up. If you did not hit the like on the way in, hit the like on the way out. I dropped a new show today. I dropped a new episode today about the law. Don't let law. Go learn about the law. You'll be surprised at her story. Run them likes up. If you did not hit the like and the share on the way in, what you waiting on? Hit the like and the share so we know that you pulled up. Make sure you are subscribed on both platforms. We owe y'all some VIP content. At some point, we're gonna get some VIP content in here to you soon. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, RobDaMan Media, Cess Talks Sports.